Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. Wa ba'd, question 157. Is it permissible to get married over the telephone? And a number of questions have been received about this topic. Hafidhakum Allah. Alhamdulillah, this question has been answered by the senior scholars. From amongst those scholars are the scholars of the permanent committee, Al-Lajnat Al-Da'ima. When the Shaykh Al-Allam Abdul Aziz ibn Baz, rahimahullah, he was the head of this committee, and you can find this in the Fatawa, volume 18, page 90 to 91. And the question that was posed was, إذا توفرت أركان النكاح وشروطه إلا أن الولي والزوج كل منهما في بلد فهل يجوز العقد تلفونيا أو لا? If all of the pillars and all of the conditions of marriage have been fulfilled except that the wali, the guardian, and the husband as zawj are in different lands, different countries, is it permissible to perform the marriage contract, to conduct the marriage contract via telephone or not? And I'll summarize the answer inshallah ta'ala. They said, taking into consideration the widespread deceit and treachery these days and the ability that some people have in imitating and copying other people's voices and mimicking their manner of speech. Naam. And I'll add another point. Even with video calls, with AI, artificial intelligence, visually a person can take on the appearance of somebody else. Naam. Then they went on. They said, taking into consideration that the Islamic legislation places significant importance on safeguarding the private parts and honor, and that there is more precaution in this affair than other contractual agreements, then they mentioned their conclusion. رأت اللجنة أنه ينبغي ألا يعتمد في عقود النكاح في الإيجاب والقبول والتوكيل على المحادثات التلفونية. The permanent committee, they conclude that it is inappropriate to rely on telephone conversations for marriage contracts in terms of the offer of marriage and its acceptance and giving authority to be the wakil. And they said, this is تحقيقا لمقاصد الشريعة. This is to ensure the actualization of the objectives of the Sharia, the divine legislation of Islam, and to place greater emphasis on protecting the private parts and honor, and to prevent manipulation and deception by the people of lusts and desires, or those with malicious and deceitful intent. Now, alhamdulillah, the conclusion of Al-Lajnat Al-Da'ima, the permanent committee, is clear. And in the West, brothers and sisters, various problems have arose over the years when people deny that they were married because they got married over the telephone, as the woman who does not have any Muslim family members, she does not know who was the guardian on the telephone, or she does not know who were the witnesses on the telephone. Now, there have even been cases where the mani denied even getting married in the first place, showing the danger of not doing things properly and correctly. And when these things are abused, as mentioned by the scholars, it leads to evil people manipulating and preying on vulnerable people. Naam. So getting married over the telephone, hafidhakum Allah, should be avoided unless it is a necessity and the possibilities of deception have been eliminated and addressed. And the person, alhamdulillah, should get married in the correct manner. Hafidhakum Allah. Knowledge precedes speech and action. And marriage is something to be celebrated and to be honored and respected. It is not something that is cheap, and it is not something that is to be treated like it has or carries no worth. Wallahu a'lam, wa jazakum Allahu khairan, wa barakallahu feekum.